then now with Borg who come in and to see how it works with pro people and how you prepare yourself. I learned a little in these games. Hopefully, it's going to help him, to the next season when he's going to play junior. But for me, like it's all the same thing. I'm trying to get those players better and try to make that little step forwards. So they get, their dream, their goal. I'm playing in the AHL. We had a chance to have a lot of these who played in the AHL this year, and a lot of those guys came back and just talked about, when you're talking about, pushing the pace, being in the play, or being in a picture. And they were all coming back and they were saying, oh, I know now. I know what you mean by. And that's what we're trying to sell you. Trying to sell to them that to get to the next level, it's not a part-time job. It's a full-time. It's every day, and you engage yourself. You commit yourself to something really special. And I've been lucky to play that game, and those guys got a chance to play that game too, and just trying to help them to reach their goal.
Yeah. No, you've done a great job, and as a former Stanley Cup champion with the Canadians and seeing all these youngsters come in here, I know how many hours you guys, I mean, you're all workhorses. You really are. I mean, I watch from afar, and I admire your dedication. You'll all be back coming up in the fall. Look forward to, and when you talk about Borka, we'll hear from coming up in our broadcast this evening. Nice young kid, good-looking kid. With the
part, I don't know that part.
Well, I mean, when I say that good-looking hockey player, he looks like he's got some upside, and he's got that little Rimouski connection there that you go back to. But you know what? I watched a lot of the kids, in particular guys like Josiah Didier on the back end, and some of the other younger defensemen who got to play a ton. But you can see they steadily improve. So you got to feel good in your heart, though, that you're doing your job on a daily basis.
It's part of my job to try to get them better, and sometimes I'll say they're all different. They're from different culture, different family, different even cities or whatever. But we have to find those to help them to improve and different, like from one to another. And that's what I like about that what I'm doing. It's try to provide them some stuff that they know, but maybe a different way to tell them. Like teachers at school, they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing as us, trying to sell stuff to the kids, try to them to improve on their writing or on when they speak. Or they try to get everyone better, and that's what we're trying to do. And I know as student at school, we're all different too. So we got teacher that it's easier with this one, and it's harder with another one, and we have to find the trigger for those kids to get. And that's what we're trying to do here, and we're in the league where it's really competitive. All the teams coming in, and you got guys that they're close to the NHL. You got guys that they come from the East Coast and try to do the AHL and try to move on. And it's the beauty of it. The beauty is that we see a lot of players, we see a lot of different people, and that's why I liked it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys have been just fantastic in all regards, and you can really see the youngster when you're talking to them, when you take them aside and you're trying to pinpoint things and show them video and explain to them that they are eager to learn, and you can't ask for anything better than that. When these kids know that they've got a guy who cares and wants to get them to the next level, they have to respect that, and I think you watch them out on the ice, they're going to give it their all, win, lose, or draw.
That's it. Yeah, they're coming in and they want to improve. They want to get their game better, and that's what I like about the new kids coming in, and they're happy to be on the ice. They're still on the ice, and that's why we're doing this. That's why we're trying to improve every year as a coach, as a players, and try to find those triggers that we're going to help those players to just take a step. And we've got those guys who went under radar now because they had a chance to play in Montreal. They took their chance. They've been unlucky in Montreal, having a lot of injuries, and then you got those kids that had a chance to play and show what they can do, and it's a great chance for them to show what they can do. And right now they're coming back here, and they're in a good spirit, saying, I'm getting close to my goal.
Mm-hmm. Great stuff. In closing, the last three that went to Montreal, Ryan Johnston, Darren Dietz, Joel Halley. I talked to all the guys, and they went up there, and they stepped in immediately. So I guess it pays off that the structure of both the parent club in Montreal and here at the AHL level with St. John's are similar. But you had to be proud. I'm sure that you get a sneak a little peek in to see what they're doing up there, and tough games to play against some very good opponents, but they look like they're pretty well ready.
It's fun to watch. For sure, it's fun to watch. It's you spend a lot of time with them, but for me, it's what they put into it. It's them. They decide what they want to put into it. The time, the eating, the sleep. They decide what they want to do with it. For us, we try to guide them. And it's part of my job. I'm really proud of what I'm trying to do with them. But then after, when they step on the ice, pretty much they're doing their exam. When they go in the game, they do the exam. And I'm happy that those kids went there and did a good job.
They got pretty good marks, though. You'd be a real good professor, but I know you want to stay with the great game of hockey. Donald, again, thank you so much for everything you've done. It's been a delight to work with you, and I really look forward to you having a great summer. I want to have one, too. Get home, relax a little bit, get ready to come back in the fall, and next year we're going to get there. We're going to be into the promised land. A good group here.
Perfect. Thank you.
Donald Dufresne, imparting his such sweet sorrow, but hey, it's only for the summer, spring and summer. So, as the happening sang in 1966, see you in September. Back with Kenny Gernander, bench boss of the Hartford Wolfpack, next on the Ice Caps Live Broadcast Network.
Tonight and tomorrow night, our St. John's Ice Caps want to finish the season saluting you, the fans. It's Fan Appreciation Weekend. You can win a barbecue courtesy of Home Depot. Plus, we'll be giving away Royal Newfoundland Regiment and Patty's Day jerseys, Ice Caps prize packs, including autographed sticks, photos, and other Ice Caps gear. Plus, vote for your favorite player as you help decide the Fans' Choice Award. And the Ice Caps face the Hartford Wolfpack. For more information and tickets, check out stjohnsicecaps.com. As winner of the Consumer Choice Award for Audiovisual Services' 5th consecutive year, Eastern Audio guarantees the highest and most current industry technology standards. Our difference from other companies is that we genuinely work hard to deliver total customer satisfaction on all projects. From beginning to completion, our team of seasoned professionals have successfully executed thousands of events. Looking for an AV partner for your next event? Consider the expertise of Eastern Audio. We promise your success and peace of mind.
Johnson Insurance has been here for over 130 years, so we know here. We know that a good friend is just down the road. We know the summer days spent outside. We know the rain, sleet, and snow, and how to get around all three. We know about fresh air and potholes. We know about the potholes. Yes, we know about all this because this is our home too. Johnson, with you for over 130 years.
What's red, white, and blue?
Pepsi.
Yes, but what's also red, white, and blue?
The new St. John's Ice Caps.
Pepsi and Diet Pepsi are proud to be the official soft drink of the St. John's Ice Caps. Pick up your collector 12 packs, cans, or 2 liters with the St. John's Ice Caps logo now in store. Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, and the St. John's Ice Caps. We stand together.
The Ice Caps Live pregame show this Friday evening with Hartford head coach Kenny Gernander. And Kenny, great to see you again, son. It's been quite a while. We started out playing the Wolfpack early in the season. It only seems like it was a month or two ago, but that was way back in October. Here you are on your final road trip of the season in one of your favorite spots, I would assume, St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. And you're still in the hunt here, but the big games beginning here tonight.
Yeah, well, we had a big win in Toronto there to keep things going for us, and
this week, and we're glad to hear there's no snow to face. The team that is not going to the post, they showed that they're still a full group despite everything they've gone through by handing it to you. Your thoughts on facing the Ice Caps here tonight?
Yeah, and they are a prideful group, and this might be the way they you don't want to leave a bad taste in your mouth, so they're going to give everything they got there to finish the season strong, and we understand that. And our situation is such that we have to win 2 games here, so we got to take care of business on our end.
Yeah, you've got the pride of Kilbride, Luke Adams, scoring the game-winning goal in Toronto in that early morning start there at the Ricoh Coliseum. I'm sure he's fired up to come to his hometown and lead the way for you. But let's go back to the victory over Toronto, Kenny. They're a terrific hockey club. They look like they're built for a long run in the Calder Cup playoffs. Tell me about how your guys were able to pull that one out and what kind of effort you got.
Yeah, we got a big gutsy effort. We didn't start obviously the way we wanted to. We gave up a quick goal, on a line change for a shift of the game, but took us, 2 or 3 minutes to kind of recover from that. But once we got our bearings, I thought we worked pretty hard, and it was a big victory for us.
You've obviously had some change in personnel over the season. Tell me about your club. I know that you swept the Ice Caps in both games. You played them earlier when they were a different team altogether. But tell me about the strengths of your team heading into this final weekend.
Well, it's been changing a lot as of late. I mean, we had Rivik recalled and Shea recalled, and they've been two pretty big parts of our team. Hellberg is on recall as well. So a lot of changes for us as well. But, Skapski is going to come in and do a good job for us. We got Rafi Diaz back, on the back end, and that should help. And, quite honestly, Bunievis has filled in, after being recalled after his college season ended, and kind of bolstered our lineup too. So, with every loss, we've had guys able to step up and kind of fill in and make the most of their opportunities.
Yeah, Ken, obviously it's a developmental league, as the Ice Caps found out, with 55 or 56 different players and 120 different transactions, which is almost unheard of. That, when you think about the job that Sylvain and Donnell and Nick have done, you pretty well have to tip your hat to them when there's that much movement.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's you'll pull your hair out, and it's not an easy job. But I think a lot of teams go through a lot of the same things, some to different degrees than others. And when you look at where parent clubs are, I guess, in the standings and stuff, your development team goes through different cycles too. Whether they be injury ridden or flush with draft picks because of maybe a season where they didn't make the postseason. Like I said, it goes through cycles, and you do the best to manage the players that you have.
Yeah. Ken, in closing here, just want to ask you, after this weekend's over and hopefully you guys make the playoffs, I'd love to see that happen. Bridgeport don't pick up any points and you do well here. What are your plans for the summer?
Oh, I haven't even gone down that road yet. I'm pretty locked in here for the next 2 games, and keeping our fingers crossed that we get a little help out of town.
Well, that, of course, is the response that I'm sure your peers, your bosses, and the management with the New York Rangers would like to hear. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there, Kenny. I guess I've just done that many with the Ice Caps because they are packing up their bags Monday and leaving. But it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for all the camaraderie and the professionalism that you time we played the Wolfpack. Good luck this weekend. Enjoy your stay in St. John's, and hopefully you keep the dream alive here after this weekend.
All right, thank you very much.
Kenny Jernander, bench boss of the Hartford Wolfpack, will take 60 seconds. 60 seconds back with the anthems and the puck drop. Hartford at St. John's is next on the Ice Caps Live Broadcast Network.
With Rogers Ignite, you get proven reliable internet speeds, unlimited usage, and the fastest Wi-Fi technology. You get to discover TV shows, sports, and movies you'll love. You get a home phone with unlimited North American calling and 6 features. And with so many options to choose from, Rogers has the right bundle to meet your family's unique needs. Switch to a Rogers Ignite fixed price bundle with unlimited usage and guaranteed pricing for 3 years for only $99.99 a month. Call 1-888-ROGERS.
Tonight, John's Ice Caps want to finish the season saluting you, the fans. It's Fan Appreciation Weekend. You can win a barbecue courtesy of Home Depot. Plus, we'll be giving away Royal Newfoundland Regiment and Patty's Day jerseys, Ice Caps prize packs, including autographed sticks, photos, and other Ice Caps gear. Plus, vote for your favorite player as you help decide the Fans' Choice Award. And the Ice Caps face the Hartford Wolfpack. For more information and tickets, check out stjohnsIcecaps.com.
An advancement of amateur sport in Newfoundland and Labrador. Tomorrow evening at the Sport Newfoundland and Labrador Stars and Legends Awards Gala, 3 new inductees will be honored as they take their place in the Hall of Fame. This evening, we are pleased to recognize and welcome the 3 inductees to center ice. In the athlete veteran category, Nigel Facey.
You can walk straight through hell.
In the category, Sandy Ash. And in the builder category, Howie Meeker.
Holy cow, Robin, Gee, Howie Meeker. Look at him. Unreal. Back it up right there. Oh, my. Howie and I had a few laughs last time he was here. What a beauty. Howie Meeker's back in town. How old's Howie now, Robert?
He's definitely 91. He may be 92 now.
Awesome. Joining Nigel Facey and also Sandra.
At this time, we would like to ask the team captains to skate to center ice for tonight's ceremonial puck drop.
So Gabriel Dumont for the Ice Caps and Matt Bodie for the Hartford Wolfpack. The jerseys look exceptional, Robin, I have to say. I know it's a fourth jersey for St. John's, but it's got the blue, black, rouge.
Thank you.
Red, white, and blue.
If you know a deserving individual who should be nominated for the Newfoundland and Labrador Sports Hall of Fame, please visit sportnl.ca.
Sandy Faulkner, of course, the daughter of Alex Faulkner. I think they're the first father-daughter.
All right, Ice Caps fans, please remain standing and join Sarah Mole in the singing of the national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons' command. Quand on brasse et porte l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillantes exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And a good Friday evening, hockey fans. Welcome inside the Bob Cole Media Center here at Mile 1 in downtown St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador for the excitement of the American Hockey League. Tonight, your St. John's Ice Caps and the Hartford Wolfpack. And Rogers, Ken Haber back at www.com for all the Ice Caps and pretty great content on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Finishing up the weekend, it will be our flagship radio station and broadcast partner, part of the Steel Communication Group. Good evening to all you subscribers to AHL Live, wherever you may be across North America, the Eastern or Western Hemisphere. As you know, there's a lot of people out there, and they're all over the place that tune in to Ice Caps Hockey. We appreciate your wholehearted support. And of course, as is the norm, we are live on Rogers TV, East Lake and Rogers Super Sports Pack. We're available Show in high definition on channels 120 and channel 9. Ryan Hardy looking, Randy Piercy like tonight with a sporty looking bow tie. I wonder where he got that. Looks like a sealskin. And Piercy looking like George Hamilton the second, or Little Howie as normally. No, Randy is a little younger than Howie Meeker. They're at the Rogers Studios in Woodgate Plaza on Ken Mount Road. Adam Reed will handle the intermission interviews, and we are underway on this Friday evening, the 15th of April. What a week it's been here, Robin, in Newfoundland and Labrador. The weather has been absolutely terrific. Here's Gabriel Dubon. The referee is Brent Ivan. He's got a couple rookies in the lineup tonight. Daryl Butt from Mount Pearl and Brian Lambert from the Kilbride region of St. John's. And, of course, speaking of Kilbride, Luke Adams back in town. And he told me he hadn't seen his parents, Paula or Russ, since Christmas time. And he's got a slew of buddies who need tickets for this two-game series. Of course, we'll hear from Luke on the radio, and also Adam Reed will talk to Luke on Rogers and Eastlake at Rogers Sports Pack in the second intermission on television. Charles Hudon needs 2 for 30. Hot as a pistol. He's got 10 points in games. 8 of them are good, but he couldn't get it over. A mechanic handling a puck to Ryan Johnson about it in the Telegram and getting that 3-game Montreal Canadiens, and he turned in. That's almost unheard of. Where 20 mile one center as the band played on, and here is Holloway busting down the wing, dragging Holloway, let it go. That was blocked there by Chris Summers. Here's Simon Bork, the Rimouski Oceanic Junior, with another year of eligibility left before he joins the Canadiens, one would expect. Opportunity for former Hab Rafael Diaz here to slide one in. Pretty good pace to this Friday night encounter. The final 2 games of the regular season schedule for St. John's, who will not be going to the playoffs. Turnover time here. Nick Tarnaski is out there with Luke Adam wearing number 19. He is Tyler Brown on the left wing. No score. Both teams have had a shot on goal. We've played a crisp 2 minutes and 50 seconds already. Nary a whistle. And here's Adam busting away. Luke Adam into the St. John zone. Circles it and threw it out in front. Here's a puck fit through the crease, and it's taken away by Darren Dietz. Off the heel of the stick of Jeremy Gregoire. He and Tarnaski swatted each other. Tarnaski goes after Gregoire, wants to engage him in a fight. They have an unpleasant encounter, and we'll keep an eye on those two as the puck is feathered out and down the ice. And this will be an icing call against the Pack. 3:18 in, no score.
Yeah, you mentioned Ryan Johnson. He had a whale of a game last Sunday afternoon, Brian. 3 assists, and as you mentioned, a +6 rating, which you don't hear about very often this day and age. Charles Hudon had a big game as well in that 7-1 win over the Utica Comets. Hudon had 2 goals. Sylvain Lefebvre told me earlier this week that's the best game that Hudon has played in the 2 years he's been in the Canadian system.
Well, there you go, and it certainly bodes well for the future for Charles Hudon out of Alma, Quebec. Darren Dietz moving up. Dietz in now for Jacob Delarose, who has turned his season around, at least here in St. John's, since being reassigned. Dietz with a shot. Skapski will gobble it up and hold on for a face-off. Hudon's got all kinds of skill. I think early in the season it seemed that you weren't quite sure CH. Is he going to be lights out, or is he going to be on the periphery? And it takes a little bit of time. He's only a second-year pro, but boy, is he a gifted young player.
He sure is. 28 goals this year in 65 games. He had a 3-game audition in Montreal this year, picked up a pair of assists.
So, of course, we've talked to the Cows, have come home or whatever about what could have been with this organization. They've got a full slate of brass here for the final 2 games of the year. The team will have a team dinner with staff and the players and the Ice Caps staff on Monday evening. A lot of the players will be departing on Tuesday for a long summer. And a particular long summer for this aging broadcaster, I'm sure. Robin, you're the same way. You and Brendan with coverage of the hockey club, which you're number 1, obviously, in the league. You've won the Ellery Award together for outstanding coverage of the Ice Caps. Nobody does it better than you and Rock Friend with the Telegram. Honored twice by the American Hockey League. But the thing is here, for this old guy sitting in an office, kind of a laptop for 8 hours a day for 4 months is not exactly my cup of tea.
It's a bit hard on the head, eh?
Oh,
well, the Ice Caps are out of the playoffs, but of course the Wolfpack, Ryan, they've got something to play for. They're still in the running in the Eastern Conference. Hartford, 63 points. The Bridgeport Sound Tigers, 83 points. Bridgeport Sound Tigers, 85. Problem for Hartford is that Wolfpack have 2 games left against the Ice Caps. The Sound Tigers have 3 games. They've got a game in hand. They're playing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, but they're playing some tough teams. They're in Portland tonight. Portland is a playoff team. They're playing Albany, who's second in the East, at least in the Northern Division, tomorrow night in Albany, and then they finish up at home against the Providence Bruins. So the Bridgeport Sound Tigers are not in yet. No, for sure. They have a 2-point advantage and the game in hand. However, pregame show on 9:30 The New Kicks Country at www.stjohnsIcecaps.com. They're very aware of what's at stake. He said the hour and a half starting time maybe will give the Wolfpack a chance to establish themselves early and put more pressure on. But here's a 2-on-1, and here's Jason Magna. Magna holding, drop ice, that great save. Zach Kelly with the dandy stop off of Adam Tambellini, his brother Jeff. Plays for the Syracuse Crunch, and of course his father Steve, once upon a time was the general manager of the Vancouver Canucks, also involved with the Edmonton Oilers. So Adam Tambellini had the best scoring opportunity for Hartford, and Fucale wearing his Sport Newfoundland and Labrador Stars jersey, Stars and Legends jersey. Thanks, Robin. You could have jumped in there, had a little brain cramp there. Made a dandy stop. Darren Dietz cutting an outlet feed down, but Paille's got it. He fed it too far for Booney Evans. That's B-O-O, boo, as in boo-boo with Yogi Bear. You know, it says in the Ice Caps notes and such that it's Cristovaldi Evans, but he goes by boo, or something you say at Halloween or whatever, or when you ring the doorbell looking for treats. Or if you're trying to scare the living daylights out of one of your buddies during a party or something. I've been side jumped before a couple times. Mark McMillan took a hard hit there in front of the Ice Cap bench, slow to get up. He's now having a seat, and here's Morgan Ellis. He threw the puck up the middle, and Brown intercepted it. Brown waiting for help. Drop past Tarnasky. Backhand shot never got through. Backhanded over top of the goal there as the defenseman Ryan Graves of the Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, who we'll hear from in our second intermission on radio and online, had an opportunity. Ryan Graves and Geneva Hayward from the southern sections of Nova Scotia. Well, Yarmouth is the tip, of course, southwestern Nova Scotia. But Jenny and Ryan knew each other when they were younger. There's a shot. Buchanan got a piece of that. I'm not sure if they've had an opportunity to say hello, but in their youth, they certainly have a lot of things in common with cousins. Maybe 3rd and 4th generation. There's Maxi Freeberg, double teamed by Rafael Diaz and the aforementioned Graves, and now an opportunity in busting down the wing comes Brian Gibbons, the former Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguin, played it across, taken away, and here comes Daniel Odette. The feed there for Hudon. Scapsy got his paddle on that. Puck at a point for Joel Hanley. Shot well wide of the goal. Ryan Johnston moves up, and coming back to get it is Charles Hudon. Cross-ice feed for Hanley. Here it's fed into the Hartford zone. Skapski paddles it down. 8:16 gone. 2-2 are the shots in goal. Nobody has potted one yet. Here's Shearback. Nikita Shearback looking for an opportunity. They'd love to set up Ryan Johnston or Josiah Didier. Both defenders, rookie defensemen, looking for their first pro goals. Hanley with the nifty play there. Knocked it down, and Shearback's away. He's got a net going to the net. Shearback looking about. Had it, lost it. Adam Tambellini now for Matt Bodie. Bodie, the captain, threw one through, but Callie paddled that one, and it came off the protective mesh. And we're going to get a stoppage in play. Well, at this rate, we'll be home by 10 on a Friday night. No score, 8:49 gone, and it's a scoreless tie from mile 1 on the Ice Caps Live Broadcast Network.
Newfoundland and Labrador, it's your turn for travel. For a limited time on specially marked cases of Coors Light and Molson Canadian, you can win a travel voucher valued up to $10,000. Here's how you win. Turn your Coors Light or Canadian cap and collect all 4 travel symbols. Or win instantly when you find the airplane under the cap. Over 200 prizes to be won, and the contest is exclusive to Newfoundland and Labrador. So, where would you go? A sunny destination? A fun weekend of skiing in Banff? Or maybe take a chance in Vegas? Get in on the winning today. Must be legal drinking age. No purchase necessary. For contest details, call 1-800-BOLSON-1. Johnson Insurance has been here for over 130 years, so we know here. We know about the friendly highs and hellos, and we know how welcoming everyone is. Oh, hey, we know that there's always, Steve, how you been? Someone you know just around the corner. Marie, good to see ya. Corner. Hello. And we know that this is just how we are, no matter who we are. Hey, Frank. Yes, we know about all this because this is our home, too. Johnson, with you for over 130 years.
Zach Fucale with the game's best save just a moment ago on Adam Tambellini. Fucale making his 42nd appearance of the season, seeking his 17th win. Remember, Fucale, he's only 20 years old. And Sylvain Lefebvre this week was saying that he used Fucale more than he would have liked. I think things changed when Tokarski was shipped out. But Fucale, I think, handled himself pretty good this year. Brian, you know, there was a question about his consistency. Well, when you take into consideration he's about 20 years old and his numbers weren't bad, right?
Yeah, for sure, no doubt. Talk back to the point here, fed in the slot. Tambellini is shot. There's Zach with the cowhide crab right there, as you were speaking about. Yeah, he's done a nice job, you know. Sure. I mean, he's up and down a little bit like a yo-yo, but you know what? Show me another youngster, highly touted, who's got a winning pedigree that isn't going to struggle somewhat. I mean, it's not an easy transition.
No, it's not. And, you know, we talk about Nikita Sherbak, who's also 20 years old. Boy, oh boy, there are times out there Sherbak looks totally lost, but there's no denying he's got supreme skills. And he missed a lot of time earlier this season with an injury. And you know what? He's averaging a point every other game, but Sherbak is very, very raw. He needs a lot of seasoning. But I think if it all comes together for him, he's going to be a dandy. That looked offside.
No doubt. Well, as Robin usually gets me that's playing linesman or referee advocator. The big guy gets a little in, sees a nice move here. Look at this dangle and a beautiful goal there by the Hartford Wolfpack. Wow, what a play that was. That was terrific. Boy, you talk about skill set right there. Well, Jason Magna just picked up his 15th goal of the season, and he absolutely carved up the Ice Caps and scored a beauty. 1-0 Pack.
Watch this replay. Here's Magna. Woo! Going in on Darren Dietz. Oh boy, you know, Dietz not happy with himself there. Probably a little embarrassed more than anything. That was a nice goal by Jason Magna.
Well, Magna's had a taste of the National Hockey League with the Pittsburgh Penguins, so he's no stranger to that. Jason Magna with an absolute gorgeous effort, and the Wolfpack, who need points, are up 1-0. They had a big win in Toronto on Wednesday in one of those 11 o'clock a.m. starts in front of the raucous school kids from the GTHL.
Wolfpack goal scored by Jason Magna, unassisted at 9:30.
So a solo dash by Magnon, man. I'm sure that's what he gets from his teammates as Rafael Diaz let one rip. Wolfpack open the scoring on a fantastic individual effort. Now a loose puck and Bud Holloway bounding away. Here's Holloway needing one for 20. Back to feet. Oh, what a chance. Daniel Odette had his first pro goal on his stick. And he waited out Skapski, but he blew it wide of the net. What a feed by Holloway. Put it right on his tape. And Donald Odette youngster, who looks just like him, it's almost eerie, would love to have that one back. Maybe you'll get another opportunity as the Ice Caps thread one in and hit a Hartford skate. Freeberg went up from the forecheck. Loose puck here. Opportunity as it's played by Ryan Johnson. The Ice Caps look for a redirect. Here's Gabriel Dumas. Dumas sitting at 19, looking for 1 for 20 goals for the captain. And the captain's been terrific as well. That's one thing the Ice Caps, whether the Winnipeg Jets or the Montreal Canadiens franchise as an AHL affiliate, have always had a great captain. They had one in Jason Jaffrey for 4 years, and they've had a dandy here in Gabriel Dubon. Here's Maxi Freeberg slamming on the brakes, threw it toward the slot, loose for Dubon. And Skapski denied the captain his 20th goal of the year. Then behind the play, Tarnaski and Dubon had something going. They were teammates before with the Hamilton Bulldogs, ironically. Nick Tarnaski is no stranger to Stéphane Lefebvre, Donald Dufresne. Of the Ice Caps coaching staff, the head coach and assistant, along with Nick Carrier. Here's Michael McCarron. Did we mention Big Mac's name yet tonight? Well, maybe not, but here we go. Big Mac slides one in. Yeah, the Gordie Howe hat trick and a 7-1 pasting of Utica last Sunday here at Mile 1. Goal and assist and a fight with Joseph LeBate, Charles Hudon. So there's stuff at stake here for the Ice Caps. Dumont and Holloway needing 1 for 20 and Hudon a pair to hit 30, which would be sweet. Dietz takes the feed, fakes the slapper, plays it into the corner. Hudon's there, ripped it from a tough angle. Skapski made the save. Hudon's going to get it back. However, the Wolfpack are quick to it, and away comes Gibbons. A long outlet feed there, trying to spring Nick Jensen. Hanley's in there. Gibbons moves up, corrals the puck, plays it around the boards. Chad Naring will get it back to the point. Here's a chip feed now for Bodie. Bodie's shot. That was actually stopped by Diaz. Back for Bodie. He ripped it wide. Diaz jumps on a loose puck. Pack are all over the place. Out here in front. And that's taken away, and Shearback has an opportunity. Playing it up here too far for Joel Hanley. Shearback jumping on the loose puck, weaving his way in. Had it, lost it. And now burrowing back quickly, Timmy Bozon in his own zone. DJ. Cross-ice feed for Simon Pork. Too far for Mark McMillan. This is coming right to Skapski. He's going to hold on for a face-off. 6:55 to go here in the first period. Hartford 1 and St. John's nothing.
Take a moment, I guess, to send out a bouquet to the 3 Hall of Famers.
Yeah, for sure.
Nigel Facey, Sandy Faulkner-Ash, and of course, Howie Meeker going into the Newfoundland and Labrador Sports Hall of Fame tomorrow night at the Sheraton Hotel Newfoundland.
It's hard to believe that Howie's just getting inducted.
Well, don't ask me.
What a stop by Skapski there. Mackenzie Skapski absolutely denies Tim Bozon with a wide open net.
I wrote about Meeker last year. I've been writing about him for a couple of years now, wondering why. Nigel, of course, friend of mine. We play hockey together Wednesday night. Actually, you know how Megna turned Dietz inside out? I've done that to Nigel a couple of times.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
But when you're on a mission with that puck, you don't like to turn it. You don't like to give it to any teammates. I've seen you Mario-like over the years. I played with you enough times on the same line and never, ever. I don't think this. You got lots of goals, but you never, ever going to help.
I don't like to ditch it.
He was like the...
I don't like to ditch it.
Folks, I don't know. Like, I'm an old guy. I don't know if anybody remembers the show Green Acres. There was a hog on that show called Arnold Ziffel. And Arnold was one of my favorites. Of course, the old Green Acres day, the late Eddie Albert and Zsa Gabor or Eva Gabor, whoever was on there. But anyways, Robin was in the Media Hockey Club, the Arnold Ziffel of our team. He wore 66, and he'd go rambling back behind the net, and he'd pick up a head of steam, and he'd cruising through center with those big, chunky legs of his, sauntering down all by himself. But poor Craig Jackson and I screeching for a pass. We'd be hard to the net looking for a feed to tap home, and we'd never see the puck. Never. Mario Ziffel.
There you go.
Arnold Short. Country bumpkin music and get us back on the air. I have no idea how that happened.
Well, I guess, the country music, they were listening to you talking about Green Acres.
Ziffel, yeah, and I guess it was apropos. Here's a chance for Jeremiah Addison, who almost had his first pro goal. Picked up in that 3-2 overtime win over Utica last week.
there's been some technical difficulties beyond my control with the radio station.
And we'll get rid of the Arnold.
What the
hell is he on?
Teams up.
Oh, well, there you go.
Bear with us.
Here's Gabriel. Well, we've done a fair amount of that this year, unfortunately. But, hey, the entertainment for some older folks probably is top-notch. And the shot that never got through. A lot of kids are saying, what the heck, Arnold Ziffel? Well, Google it, kid. You're on your devices and laptop all day anyway, so why not? Right? Get outside and get some fresh air. Here's Dumas trying to feed a puck across, intercepted by Nick Tarnaski. He's on a solo dash. The wily veteran going after Darren Dietz, let him off the schneid. And now backpedaling away from the forecheck was Joel Hanlon. An outlet feed. Bat it down. Shearback's got it. But Karen's with them. Here's Shearback to the outside. Threw it across for Hudon. One time it. He drifted it wide. Inside 4 to go to the first intermission. Johnson a spin-around play. Ryan Johnson now for Shearback. Stood up there by Brown. And a give-and-go feed here. And Tommy Hughes is away. Hughes drops it back in the slot. Here's the shot. It's right behind Fucale. And somehow they got there. I think Hudon may have saved the day. Or Fucale, you let that puck squirt through his pads. And Charlie Hudon saved it from being 2-0 Hartford. And we'll take a timeout here. 60 more seconds. And I swear, for the rest of the night, there will be no swearing and no more talk about Arnold Ziffel. Back after this timeout on the Ice Caps Live Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ice Caps fans.
Great top-hat save!
Browning Harvey, Newfoundland and Labrador's only soft drink manufacturer, is a proud sponsor of your St. John's Ice Caps. And knows nothing goes better with hockey than an ice-cold Pepsi. Crack open an ice-cold Pepsi and cheer on your Ice Caps while enjoying the refreshing taste of Pepsi, made right here in Newfoundland. Pepsi, live for now. Tonight and tomorrow night, our St. John's Ice Caps want to finish the season saluting you, the fans. It's Fan Appreciation Weekend. You can win a barbecue courtesy of Home Depot. Plus, we'll be giving away Royal Newfoundland Regiment and Patty State jerseys, Ice Caps prize packs, including autographed sticks, photos, and other Ice Caps gear. Plus, vote for your favorite player as you help decide the Fans' Choice Award. And the Ice Caps face the Hartford Wolfpack. For more information and tickets, check out stjohnsIcecaps.com.
Back at mile 1, 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first period. It's a 1-0 Hartford Wolfpack lead on the St. John's Ice Caps. The only scoring so far, Jason Megna. A beauty goal, his 15th of the year. Megna going full length inside out. Finish back. Ice Caps, of course, they want to finish off strong with a couple of wins. Face off in the St. John's zone. Mark McMillan take the draw against Travis Oleksuk. Started the year in the East Coast Hockey League, now known as ECHL, but boy, he's been playing real strong down on certainly player for the Ice Caps.
That guy, stand-up guy, a little bit. His father was manager of the Canadian Tire over in Labrador. Years son, Daniel, who had a miraculous opportunity when Bud Holloway set him up, puck on a point, Bork fakes it. One-time feed, there's Holloway trying to get the kid a biscuit. You see a lot of that here tonight, I would suspect. Now a chance. Here's Holloway with a shot. He couldn't get much on it. Looking for number 20. Bud circles the goal, still got it back to the point. Didier fakes the slapper. Good puck possession here. Audette in for Addison. Jeremiah Addison over here. Simon Borka's shot. That one was stopped in front as Audette got wrangled there. Addison lost his stick. Stay with it. Holloway still pursuing the puck. Great story, Robin, by the way, on George III today in the Telegram. Certainly well warranted. Here's a puck deep in, and Holloway's all over it again. Bud Holloway. You know, I get the feeling he will end up somewhere else. What a great guy he's been to deal with all year. Just a fantastic leader on and off the personality. Quiet. Hella.
Yeah.
Family, and that's how Bud and Harley met. She is from England.
She's from London. You'd think that they met overseas. But no, coach. He worked 15 minutes away from his hometown. As an
Evans almost got free. Gabriel Dubon goes up in the air and over top of Chris Summers. That was a beautiful check by the veteran Summers as we hit the final minute, and Dumont is okay. You don't see that every day, but that's old-fashioned hockey right there, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Bodie with a feed. Jensen a shot. He whistled that hard and wide, and McMillan going after it. Hartford with a 1-0 lead, trying to make it more before the period ends, and now here's Charles Hudon away. Hudon on Anderson, trying to protect that puck, snapped it in, it was gloved down, and Travis Oleksic, the former Worcester Shark, played it up here for Luke Adam, dropped it off. Now Hudon with an opportunity. Charles Hudon has Michael McCarron going in. Here's McCarron waiting for Hudon, the trainer. Let it fly, great glove hand save by Mackenzie Skapski, as Big Mac was looking for little CH and an equalizer there.
Let's see if we get this replay here of Charles Hudon. Here we go. Watch this. Oh, we don't see that.
Gabriel Dumont.
I guarantee you what, Howie Meeker's smiling.
Sure. It's old-fashioned hockey. You know, and Doomy loves the game so much. We'll have the season-ending chat with Gabriel Dumont in our first intermission. But Dumont loves so much and he plays so hard. It was such conviction and heart. You know, you get a hit like that, whatever. Hey, you got to hand it to the guy who laid goat. Yeah. No, just an old-fashioned hip check, and nothing wrong with it. But Dumont looked pretty cool going up in the air, and luckily he didn't come down face first. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Here's a backdoor feed for Diaz. Shot was blocked there by Daniel Odette. Second opportunity wired over the net, and now with time expiring, Holloway away. And that will do it for the first period. It was an entertaining first period, to say the least. A spectacular east-west dash by Jason Magna as the visitors from Hartford clinging to a playoff live with a 1-0 lead through 20 minutes of play. And good on Brent Iverson. Didn't have to call a penalty. Let the two teams play. Good job. First intermission coming up next. We'll hear from Simon Bork of the Ice Caps and Luke Adam of the Hartford Wolfpack on 9:30. The new Kicks country, pardon me. And Adam Reed's guest on Rogers Eastlink and Rogers Super Sports Pack is St. John's head coach Sylvain Lefebvre. Ryan and Randy at the Woodgate Plaza Studios for Rogers will be having a yarn or two as well. That's all coming up after this timeout on the Ice Caps Live Broadcast Network.
Eastern Audio's journey began in 1973 as a one-man operation with a vision for a better way to do business. The idea was to combine leading-edge technology with a strong focus on customer service, believing that the better we understand our clients, the better we can perform alongside them. Today, we have generations of unmatched creativity and superior service that has earned us the trust of clients both nationally and locally. At Eastern Audio, your vision
been here for over 130 years, so we know here. We know the rain. We know the snow. We know when it's blowing a gale. And the occasional hurricane. And of course, we know fog. Yes, we know about all this because this is our home too. Johnson. With you for over 130 years.
Newfoundland and Labrador, it's your turn for travel. For a limited time on specially marked cases of Coors Light and Molson Canadian, you can win a travel voucher valued up to $10,000. Here's how you win. Turn your Coors Light or Canadian cap and collect all 4 travel symbols. Or win instantly when you find the airplane under the cap. Over 200 prizes to be won, and the contest is exclusive to Newfoundland and Labrador. So, where would you go? A sunny destination? A fun weekend of skiing in Banff? Or maybe take a chance in Vegas? Get in on the winning today. Must be legal drinking age. No purchase necessary. For contest details, call 1-800-BOLTON-1.
With Rogers Ignite, you get proven reliable internet speeds, unlimited usage, and the fastest Wi-Fi technology. You get to discover TV shows, sports, and movies with a home phone with unlimited North American calling and 6 features. So many options to choose from. Rogers has the right bundle to meet your family's unique needs. Switch to a Rogers Ignite fixed price bundle with unlimited usage and guaranteed pricing for 3 years for only $99.99 a month. Call 1-888-ROGERS-1 today.
Welcome back to the Bobco Media Center on this Friday night with St. John's rookie defenseman Simon Bourque. And Simon, it was just a little bit less than a week ago that you made your pro debut with the St. John's Ice Caps, and you guys beat the Utica Comets by a score of 3-2 in overtime right here at Mile One Center. How was your experience as your first game?
It was really nice. You know, for me it's still the same game, but you know, guys are bigger and faster, so it was a bit of adaptation here. But you know, it was really fun, and the guys made it easier.
You know, there's a really good group here, as you're well aware. You come in here as a youngster and maybe not that familiar with a lot of guys. I'm sure there were some guys you played against, maybe in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, but was it relaxing for you, less strenuous than maybe you anticipated?
Yeah, I was a bit stressed when I got the call that was coming here. So, you know, you never know what to expect, but guys here have been amazing to me. They're showing me around and, you know, teach me a lot of things and show me what it's like to be a pro. So they've made it really easy for me.
Yeah. Well, coming out of Rimouski, which is a hotbed in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, there's Donald Dufresne, who used to coach the Oceanic, and you've got Frankie and Eric, the equipment guys that were there for many, many years. Did that ease it a little bit for you as well, knowing there was some familiarity?
Yeah, it helped me a lot. You know, I sent him a couple of texts. You know,
Action made a great heads captain. He found Delarose,
but it was unfortunately the parents were taking the leader, being the guy on the defense. We had a pretty good team still, even if we won the cup last year. We handled it pretty well in the first round, but good year for us. A lot of young.
Yeah, you're from Montreal, but playing in junior hockey league with the St. John's
over there. They're there is quite.
We've got one more year left here. The young, by the way, there's been many guys who have suited up, but I'm sure you're looking forward to turning you want to be.
Oh yeah. No, I have lots of things. Junior year is going to be good for me. It's getting growing and getting stronger and trying to help my team.
And great. Good luck in your pro career. I know you know that in your heart, so. And thanks for taking time to join. Of the St. John's Junior Hockey League, ahead of him with the panic of the Q. Well, the pride of Kilbride, Newfoundland and Labrador. Luke Adams standing by will work.
Tomorrow night, our St. want to finish the season, courtesy of Home Depot. Patty's Day jerseys at the Fans' Choice Awards. Check out stjohnsIcecaps.com.
Newfoundland up to $10,000. Here's how you win. Turn your Course Light or find the airplane under the couch. This is to be won and the contest. So, where would you go? A sunny destination, a fun weekend of skiing in Banff, or maybe for contest details, call 1-800-BOLTON-1.
What's red, white, and blue?
Pepsi.
Yes, but what's also red?
Pepsi and Diet soft drink of the same. Pick up your collector 12 packs.
Media time to join us. Good to see you. Seems like it was only yesterday that we talked, but that was way back in the advance of the Calder Cup playoffs. How much pressure on you and your...
you know, obviously in the playoffs already, but that's all we can ask for. So, you know, these are big games. We put ourselves in a good day in Toronto, so definitely a big game for
to pay. Like, I'm sure many of your team probably know many more than you. Maybe who's from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. There's a lot of Atlantic Canada. O'Donnell, of course, from Halifax. So you've got some Canadians in this line. Get the win and then come here to St. John's.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, this is a trip I think guys circle on their calendar. You know, everyone loves to come to Newfoundland. You know, it's a beautiful place, a lot of fun, and you know, so that's you know, look forward to doing it. Like you said, especially the Eastern Canadian guys, a little closer to home. And
well, you must have been pretty fired up. Ended on Thursday, and then I'm sure opportunity to see mom and dad and friends, maybe have some home cooked.
Well, Christmas I think was the last time, so you know it's great to see catch up with a few buddies, and you know it's not much more you can ask for.
Yeah. Luke, I want to ask you about the opposition. The St. John's Ice Caps have gone through a tough year here in St. John's, obviously because of the recalls to the Montreal Canadiens injuries. It's been like 50-odd players that have played, 120 transactions. It's almost unheard of, but they have a lot of pride in that room, and I know that they're not going to roll over here. Your thoughts on what you're up against?
Yeah, we know we're up against a good team. I mean, that's not a team I don't think anyone takes lightly. You look as close back to last weekend against Utica. I mean, they were putting up 7 goals, and you know that's a team that's in the playoffs right now in Utica. So we know what we're getting ourselves into. We know there's a lot of skill over there. I don't think we want to play a run and gun game with a team like that. So, we just got to continue what we're doing, what's giving us success as a team.
Luke, from a personal standpoint, how's your year gone?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, it's been up and down, obviously, like any year. I mean, the season's long, and, there's the ups and the downs of, a long season, but at the end, I think I've learned a lot and developed a lot as a player this year, too. Just been put in a lot of different situations that I have maybe not been used to being put in before. So, it's been good, and, I'm having fun playing. That's the main thing.
That's good stuff. Good answer. I know that you'd be a center iceman, but you can also play the wing, too. Does it really matter?
No, I mean, I've played both. I think I've been on all four lines and all three positions up front this year. So, definitely been all over the place. And, I think it's nice to have that versatility if you feel comfortable in all different aspects and different positions. So, it's a nice trait to have.
The game has changed a lot. I mean, you're still a relatively young guy, and I know there's a lot of really young players in the AHL now. And I mean, it was only yesterday that you were playing here as a member of the St. John's Fog Devils, and you've come a long way. But when you're in that room and you look around, I mean, I know you've got some veteran guys here, but there's a lot of youngsters. You feel a little bit older?
Yeah, starting to feel old, that's for sure. Even if my age isn't showing it too much. I mean, I've played a lot of games now, and I think after Nick Ternasky, I'm the next guy with the most games on our team. So, it feels like a couple of years ago that I was, a rookie, and I was playing with guys that have played for 15 years. So, you learn a lot, and it goes by quick, and now I'm trying to pass on what I've learned.
Yeah, and it wasn't that long ago when you were just a youngster in the dressing room, just right down here where we're standing and doing our interview. You used to muck around there a little bit in the Baby Leafs way back when.
Yeah, it's all too familiar. I mean, it's pretty crazy how it's come full circle, and I'm pretty fortunate to be able to be put in a position where I'm able to play, professional hockey for a living, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, that's grand stuff, Luke. And I just want to close it up by asking you about getting an opportunity to in the National Hall. That you're for you to be able to get back to where you'd want to be, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Playing the National Hockey League, you look at a team like the Rangers, and they've had great years. Where you said that how that works.
Ice Caps fans, St. John's Ice Caps.
Here for over 130 years. We know the summer days around all three. Potholes. Wait, no. Johnson, with you for over
1, St. John's now 20 minutes of our Hall of Fame inductees, Sandy and Nigel in the current hockey, and of course, probably could have been there in a different other whole lot. Howie hasn't done right. The slides one in. The right winger on the side did his thing, and that Freeberg. Now Dumont will gobble up a loose spangle, let it fly. On that one as Dumont tries to. Aaron Dietz for Joel Hand, Carrier, and a slew of body. Mark Bergevin, a man of very the ice. When I say that, just so you know, those 4 years, yes. Glad big save here by 207. Nice guy, but
I know there's organizations have been coming and going all year. Rob Ramsey on the point. Former NHLer as well.
Oh, they're deadly. I mean, the boys are always around, right? See them
and as you mentioned, Carrier's in town this weekend.
Larry,
Sebastian Bordelot.
Yeah, all wonderful personality.
Team psychologist been coming and going all year.
Dr. Love?
I'm not sure he's Dr. Love. But
oh, he's great. I mean, their little Mace down here, he's their stat guy. And in our Ice Caps Live pregame show tonight, and then the Bear. Nick the Bear Carrier tomorrow night. Beauty. Larry's
Nick was talking to Nick before the game. He's looking forward to getting back to Buffalo. He bought a house there last year. He's barely been in it, so he's looking forward to getting in and getting that straightened out.
He spends a lot of time there in Western New York and up in the outskirts of Montreal as well. We're around the Laurentians. Here's Luke Adam, who we heard from in our first intermission. Will be Adam Reed's guest on Rogers, Eastlink, and Rogers Sports Pack in the second period. The Wolfpack with a 1-0 lead, trying to stay in the hunt for a Calder Cup playoff spot. The Bridgeport Sound Tigers are in Portland tonight. They have their hands full with the Florida Panthers AHL affiliate who've already, of course, qualified as Jeremy Gregoire took a heater, and that is not good as he barely can get up to get to the bench. Joel Hanley looked at feed here. Here's Gabriel Dumas with that blast that he hammered high and hard over top of the goal as Chad Nearing tried to waltz around Ryan Johnston, stuck to him like glue, played the body. Johnston trying to get free, and he's going to get a chance to slam on the brakes and get on a ice. Nice play here by Delarose. Now in for Dumont, but that hit a skate of Tommy Hughes. And St. John's will try again. They trail 1-0. We played 4 minutes and 25 seconds here in the second period. Here's a feed for Morgan Ellis. Now for Jacob Delarose. For Gabriel Dumont in his own zone. And Dumont bats the puck out and loses his glove. And then Ellis fired it back to him, and Doomie showed his fast pitch proxy there as he was able to snare that feed from Ellis. It was pretty cool. Doomie's been involved in a couple things. He went like a head over heels hip check from Chris Summers in that first period, and then Dumont tried to bat the puck out as McCallie makes a fine save there off Magna looking for a brace. Robin, we're talking Newfoundland stuff here. Stu Cowan, sports editor for the Montreal Gazette's in town. So he's doing a piece on Newfoundland sayings. I don't have the heart to tell Stu. I've been here forever, and you're born and raised. I've never heard of whoever gave them to him had to be a Mainlander. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, they're
right.
Anyway, yeah.
I mean, I know how she cutting by and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What he ate, things like that, right?
There's a few there that I've never heard in my 51 years, but anyway.
But that's it, coming down to cover the team. And
probably Googled it, I guess. I don't know.
Might have been. What were the other ones? Hunitcha. I've never heard that.
Who are your parents or something?
Who put the needle? I better for the feed. Opportunity Oh, that was a beautiful pass. Darryl butted him on Pearl. Does not get a gracious response from Charlie Hudon, who then flicked the puck out of his way. That looked pretty good to me. He was gone. However, the rookie didn't see it that way, and he stands by his call. 60-second timeout, 1-0 Hartford on the Ice Caps Live. Broadcast venue. Who did you buy?
Newfoundland and Labrador, it's your turn for travel. For a limited time on specially marked cases of Coors Light and Molson Canadian, you can win a travel voucher valued up to $10,000. Here's how you win. Turn your Coors Light or Canadian cap and collect all 4 travel symbols. Or win instantly when you find the airplane under the cap. Over 200 prizes to be won, and the contest is exclusive to Newfoundland and Labrador. So, where would you go? A sunny destination? A fun weekend of skiing in Banff? Or maybe take a chance in Vegas? Get in on the winning today. Must be legal drinking age. No purchase necessary. For contest details, call 1-800-BOLSON-1.
As winner of the Consumer Choice Award for Audiovisual Services' 5th consecutive year, Eastern Audio guarantees the highest and most current industry technology standards. Our difference from other companies is that we genuinely work hard to deliver total customer satisfaction on all projects. From beginning to completion, our team of seasoned professionals have successfully executed thousands of events. Looking for an AV partner for your next event? Consider the expertise of Eastern Audio. We promise your success and peace of mind.
Back here at the Bob Colomedia Center at Mile 1 on this Friday night, the 15th of April. I'm Brian Rogers alongside Telegram Sports Editor Robin Short, Ken Hayward at www.stjohnsicecaps.com, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Corey Manuel is in his air cheer at 9:30, the new Kicks Country, our flagship radio station and broadcast partner, and of course, for the entire Rogers Television, Eastlink, and Rogers Sports Pack crew, Super Sports Pack, I should say. As Bud Holloway inside out's his own man. Holloway almost get in last second poke check there in the back end. Daniel Adet, Bud Holloway, Jeremiah Addison. We'll hear from young Jeremiah coming up in our second intermission, along with Ryan Graves out of Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Here's a shot whistled wide. The shot clock reached 10-9 for St. John's. They're down 1-0 as Ryan Gibbons brought it in. Nick Jensen was a stride ahead. This time it's the other rookie, Brian Lambert, out of Kilbride, making the call on Sport Newfoundland and Labrador Stars and Legends events night. It's also Fan Appreciation Night, too, Robin, and a plethora of great gifts randomly being passed out to unsuspecting fans, which I think is a pretty cool way to do it.
You're darn tootin'.
You're
just thank the fans. Thank the fans after tremendous support all season long.
Yep. Getting on the Joy Juice. You're not driving. You probably got dropped off. You get a ride home, and then all of a sudden somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, thanks for being a great supporter, and here's a Royal Newfoundland Regiment St. John's Ice Caps jersey or a St. Paddy's Day jersey, or how about a beautiful new barbecue from Home Depot. Get you going this spring and summer." Tarnaski had Brown up there with him. Pocket picked by Jeremy Gregoire. Ice Caps Darren Dietz couldn't clear the zone. Brown into the corner. Bumped by Mark McMillan. McMillan with a little giddy up for Gregoire. Now McMillan jumps on the loose puck. Leads the St. John's attack in. McMillan to the outside. To bigger territory. Gregoire knows where to go, and McMillan puts on the Jets. Here's a puck for Morgan Ellis. A slap shot redirected. That one actually came off Nick Tarnaski's stick. And Mackenzie Skapski had to make a dandy reactionary save right there as Ellis almost get a gift tip. A little bit of own goal who would have went in. You don't see it a whole lot. And, of course, nobody gives a rat's behind how they go in as long as they do. Here's Josiah Didier, who's made tremendous strides in his rookie season as Magna brings it back. He wanted to drop one off and got it to Tambellini. Backdoor feed, and they score. What a beauty. Chris Summers, he was the trade with Cali. Wolfpack have only 10 shots in goal, but they got 2 beauty goals, and they have a 2-0 lead as they try to stay alive for a Calder Cup playoff spot. Great pass.
Here we see Chris Summers. For Summers, that's his 3rd goal of the season for the big defenseman.
Won't come any easier than that.
No doubt about it. For Chris Summers.
Got a bit of a delay here for some reason. Not quite sure what's going on. Down around the Hartford bench. We'll wait for Bill Hart, who's filling in for Chris Batstone's announcement. Michael McCarron going over to the St. John's bench, and I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, it's 2-0 Hartford. That goal coming at 8:26, no doubt about it. And I'm not sure, did Savannah Lefebvre call a timeout or something, or... Well, we're into a timeout. Nobody indicated that we were taking one, so I have no idea what's going on, but nevertheless, something's happening here. And maybe they turned the light on and turned it off. I don't know. Maybe
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Maybe I've had a senior's moment here in the broadcast booth. Here's the announcement.
5, Chris Summers. Assist on the goal to number 23, Jason Megna. And number 7, Adam Tambellini. Time of the goal, 8:26. That's Summers from Megna and Tambellini at 8:26.
So some pretty passing by the Hartford Wolfpack as Tony Tassel cruised out in the background of mile 1.
I can't believe that you know who sings that song.
I used to play it on VO, baby. Here. Come on,
Anyway, Chris Summers with the goal. Jason Magna picking up assists, and for Magna and Tambellini, that's their 2nd point on the night. Boys, this broadcast is falling apart, folks.
You know what they say? Once a jock, always a jock.
That's right. Magna is scoring the opening goal.
What's going on here?
I don't know. He's got a goal and an assist.
Somebody
Tambellini's got 2 assists, 2 helpers. I have no idea. The teams are not playing. There's no rink attendant on the ice fixing any glass or boards or anything. We don't know what's going on. It's not a timeout.
No.
So I guess they're just going to keep the fans in the dark or what? The lights are on. The score clock's working. Oh no! You know what? There's an extension over there, over by the visiting Hartford. Those plastic.
Here's some sharp by.
Sharp as a basketball. My father used to say. Yeah, those stanchions that keep the glass from shaking up top. So one of the rink crew just ran down and replaced that. We're ready to go.
All right, so that would... Well, you keep this thing afloat, baby. Keep it afloat. I'm not about to come off the rails. I'll just have some fun here. Final couple games of the season. A heavy heart. Well, we've been here in this spot before, Robin Short, so it's not like we're not accustomed to it.
3 times.
3 times in 5 years. But those other 2 were superb, weren't they?
Oh, no kidding. They going to the conference final the second year the Ice Caps in St. John's.
Well,
The first year, that's right, against that Norfolk Admirals team.
WKRP. Luke Adam winding one up, plays it off the glass, bounces into the ice cap zone as Darren Dietz goes to get it. It's 2-0 Hartford. The shot zone are only 12-11, and we're halfway home in the second period. Hasn't been a whole lot of shaking going on, but nevertheless, very meaningful for the New York Rangers American Hockey League affiliate. As they try to stay alive, we'll keep an eye on the Ottertown scoreboard tonight, too, Robin, if you get a chance to see Bridgeport's Cross Insurance Arena taking on the Portland Pirates as Tommy Hughes hammered a hard puck off the glass. The Ice Caps had a couple chances here tonight, but not a whole lot as Bozon tries to win a race for a loose puck, and Tim's going to get there, although he let Hughes get to it at the last second. Simon Bork moves up, but it's Hartford possession, and here's Nick Jensen. Jensen stepping inside the zone was poke checked by Bork. Jensen gets it back. He's got Travis Oleksic with him, along with Brian Gibbons, Jeremiah Addison, and Ryan Graves, our second intermission guest on 9:30, the new Kicks Country, www.stjohnsIcecaps.com. Adam Reed's guest in the second intermission on Rogers Eastlink and Rogers Super Sports Pack. Labrador native Blue Cat. 2-0 Hartford Wolfpack.
What's the new club? The Hartpack?
Hartpack. I don't know. I think they just go by the pack, don't they?
I think so.
Yes, by the pack. Anyways, the Hartpack. Here's a shot that's feathered wide as Jensen tried to work run free, and Bud Holloway will turn up ice. He has Jeremiah Addison with him. Holloway has looked real good so far tonight, as normal. Double crunch down there. Battles hard along the board. Still has it. Back to the point for Ryan Johnston. Here's a feed. Delarosa's shot. And Mackenzie Skapski he hasn't much work to do at all. But he's made 4 or 5 really tough stops here tonight.
Yes, he has. Skapski with his 12th save. On the night, Jacob Delarose looking for his 7th goal on the year. Scored back-to-back goals last weekend. We see Delarose right there getting a shot off on the off wing. Delarose, a left shot on the right side. But he had back-to-back goals last weekend against Utica Comets. Did Delarose.
Here's a feed for Morgan Ellis, a blast. The save is made. The rebound batted down in front of the goal. Max Freeberg had a crack at it. And the Pack get her out of harm's way in a heartbeat. Not a heart pack, but a heartbeat. Now it's dumped in off the end boards, narrowing there. Dumont wins that battle, tried to slide it in front. Ellis a chance, whipped it right on. And the save is made by Mackenzie Skapski. 14-12 of the shots on goal, but Hartford have a 2-0 lead. Both goals are extremely loud.
Morgan Ellis cranking one up. Well, he's had himself a fine season for the Ice Caps. 16 goals, 41 points, and this is his 72nd game on the year. Had a little audition in Montreal as well. So all in all, a pretty good season, I think, for Morgan Ellis.
Here's a shot that never got through. Dumont jumping on it. You get the feeling the Ice Caps are just moments away from maybe potting one here. One never knows. Back of the point for Ryan Johnston. Still looking for that first pro goal. Here for Freeberg. For Ellis down low. Here's Delarose as the Ice Caps cycle the puck. Most pressure they've had on in quite some time. Most of the placement down the other end. Here's Dumont trying to work it free. Skapski will gobble it up, and he'll hang on for a face-off. Under 7 to go in the second. Hartford 2, St. John's nothing.
Great story in the New York Times. I was reading I'm not sure if it's in today's Times or yesterday, talking about how professional hockey players now are employing professional figure skating coaches to help them with their skating. And quoted Dan Marr of NHL Central. Scott, you remember Danny Marr when he was with
Atlanta.
When he was with the Leafs, the Leafs organization back in the St. John's Maple Leafs days.
Yep.
Just basically, Marr was talking about the importance of skating. I mean, it's such a skating game now. If you can't skate, you can't play. And he was saying basically, if you can't skate, they won't even draft you anymore. But they're figure skating coaches, and you see NHL teams. Barb Underhill is a figure skating coach, or is a skating coach for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Charlie Hudon tried to in outside Calle Johansson. That didn't work. Ryan Gibbons will play it back to Johansson behind the goal. Well, that'd be Calle Anderson, pardon me. There's no such person as Johansson here tonight. I might sound like I've had a sip of Grandma's cough medicine, but that is not the case at all, folks. Believe it or not. Now away come the pack. Chris Summers with a big hit on Gabriel Dumont in the first period. Sent him helicoptering up and over him and down. And here's a high stick into the face of Charles Hudon, no call. Brent Iverson here for a little bit of a weekend. I guess he gets the gift trip to St. John's. Probably earned it, I guess. I haven't heard of him much, but he's by himself as Fucali makes the glove save. But Hudon definitely got a high stick in the face. Now Iverson's chatting at him. No, he doesn't want to have a conversation, and so he'll turn a blind eye to that. And he's done a pretty good job. He hasn't called a penalty yet. There's only 5:36 to go. Can you imagine? No penalties called in a hockey game? That would be something else. No. Anyways, it is what it is. We'll take 60 here. Hartford 2 is St. John's nothing on the IceCap Live Broadcast Network.
Tonight and tomorrow night, our St. John's IceCaps want to finish the season saluting you, the fans. It's Fan Appreciation Weekend. You can win a barbecue courtesy of Home Depot. Plus, we'll be giving away Royal Newfoundland Regiment and Patty State jerseys, IceCaps prize packs, including autographed sticks, photos, and other IceCaps gear. Plus, vote for your favorite player as you help decide the Fans' Choice Award. And the IceCaps face the Hartford Wolfpack. For more information and tickets, check out stjohnsicecaps.com.
With Rogers Ignite, you get proven reliable internet speeds, unlimited usage, and the fastest Wi-Fi technology. You get to discover TV shows, sports, and movies you'll love. You get a home phone with unlimited North American calling and 6 features. And with so many options to choose from, Rogers has the right bundle to meet your family's unique needs. Switch to a Rogers Ignite fixed price bundle with unlimited usage and guaranteed pricing for 3 years for only $99.99 a month. Call 1-888-ROGERS-1 today.
Back at mile 1, 2-0. Hartford Wolfpack over the St. John's IceCaps. 5 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in this second period on this Stars and Legends night. St. John's IceCaps paying tribute to Sport Newfoundland and Labrador's Stars and Legends program, in which the 2015 award winners will be announced tomorrow night at the Hotel Newfoundland, the Sheraton Hotel Newfoundland, and 3 Hall of Famers going in. Nige Facey, Sandy Faulkner, and Howie Meeker.
2-0 Hartford. Here's Rafael Diaz. In his own zone, an outlet pass. Luke Adam took it on the fly. Adam toe drag, tried to get a shot. That would hit Joel Hanley's skates. The IceCaps being stymied here by Mackenzie Skapski, who had Henrik Lundqvist not got hurt in the Rangers' 5-2 loss to Pittsburgh in that first game of their National Hockey League quarterfinal series. It would be Marcus Hellberg between the pipes. Hellberg has played the majority of the games, but Skapski, who came in just his 12th game with a record of 3-6-0 with a 3.36 goals against average and a .89 goals or save percentage. Just looked pretty good here tonight, but Hellberg definitely was the go-to guy for Kenny Fernandez Hockey Club. 3-2 win over the Toronto Marlies, the Ricoh Coliseum on Wednesday morning. Luke Adams scored the game-winning goal of that, his 12th of the year. Jeremiah Addison couldn't handle a pass, and Adam Tambellini back for Jason Magda. This line's been real good. Chad Naring in the middle of it all. Back here for Chris Summers. And in for Tambellini, and Summers moves up. Chris Summers trying to throw to the front. Great save by Zach Fucale. The Ice Caps tangled up in their own zone, about a haul away with the youngsters Jeremiah Addison and Daniel O'Dan overmatched there by the Magda, Tambellini, and Naring trio. Big save by Zach right there to keep it at only 2-0. I just want to throw this out there that the final deadline for renewing season tickets will be 2016-17 St. John's Ice Caps American Hockey League season is tomorrow, Saturday, April 16th. Contact the Mile 1 Center box office at 576-7657 or visit mile1center.com as Maxie Freeberg blocks his shot up the stick of Callie Anderson. Of course, you can renew, select your payment plan, and if you want information on exclusive benefits and pricing options, they can be found at stjohnsicecapscom/tickets, where we're looking for new season ticket holders as well. Your benefits include the best pricing, discounts, and merchandise at Ice Cap Valley, and first access to Calder Cup playoff tickets. Oh, baby, wouldn't that be swell? Visit stjohnsicecapscom for full information. 3:15 to go here in the second period. Hartford 2, St. John's nothing. Lead for Joel Hanley. Slap shot, and Skapski makes the save. That's his 17th this evening.
You mentioned Luke Adams. Bit of a tough year for Luke. 12 goals, 29 points.
Different roles
58. Sorry?
Different roles?
Yeah.
I think.
This is his 58th season. Adam will be an unrestricted free agent July 1, so he's free to sign with whoever he pleases, and of course, depending on what offers come in.
Aaron Dietz with a shot. Here's Michael McCarron in the corner for Charles Hudon to the point for Dietz. That was knocked away. And here's Nick Jensen dragging one in here. Brian Gibbons with a feed, taken away by Hanley. Now Hanley goes after it. He gets hauled down. The play continues. Brett Iverson allowing these hockey clubs to play along. No penalty called. And there's a blast by Alexic over the net. The Wolfpack here on their last legs. They want to howl in their den a whole lot more. They only have 2 games left tonight and tomorrow night, while Bridgeport are in Portland tonight, Albany tomorrow night, and finish at home against the Providence Bruins at the Webster Bank Arena. Nikita Shearback inside the zone. Backdoor feed for Bozon. Shot right on. Mackenzie Skapski makes another fine stop. Kenny Jadander, Jeff Fukaboom, and Pat Bowler have to be real pleased with the effort they're getting from their normal backup to Magnus Hellberg. He's been terrific here tonight. Opportunity now as the Packer in again, and Fucale slams the door and a chance there. Roaring in on goal was Tyler Brown, but Zach Fucale made the save. 1:49 to the second intermission. Jeremiah Addison of St. John's, along with Ryan Grace of Hartford on 9:30. The New Kicks Country, our flagship radio station broadcast partner, part of the Steel Communication Group, and also online at www.stjohnsicecapscom. Adam Reed in conversation with Luke Adam of the Wolfpack on Rogers Eastlink and Rogers Super Sports Pack, and the dapper Ryan Harding, and also very dapper Randy Piercy. Pressed to kill both of the Buccos tonight back at the Woodgate Plaza Rogers Studios. Will be having a yak as well. Stu Cowan of the Montreal Gazette wanted a couple little Newfieisms, and I'll say that tongue-in-cheek because both of my children were born and raised here, and we've been here for 40-odd years. My wife's from Labrador. Having a yak might be one. Where we at? Having a yak.
That's right. Having a yarn.
Having a yarn, having a yak.
Another save for Fucale.
I got one that I always liked.
What's that?
When you had a nice feed.
Oh, yeah.
Blocked an extra brand new.
I'm blocked.
Yeah, I blocked me neck. I'm brand new.
Yeah, well, I never heard that. I'm blocked.
Brand new by top of the game.
17 shots on goal for the visiting Wolfpack. 15 saves for Fucali.
What do you add?
Eddie Pasquale. I wonder if Eddie will get the start tomorrow. Ben Scrivens, by the way, we forgot to mention. Scrivens was allowed to go home this week. He went back. I mean, he's obviously got the Canadians have no plans for him. He's UFA come July 1, so they just said, listen, Ben, go on home, take it easy. So it's just Pasquale and Fucali left, so I'm wondering if Eddie will get the start tomorrow night.
Eddie will play tomorrow night, I suspect. I mean, Sly's gone with most of the season, the rotation.
Yeah.
I mean, he was going to, hand a torch out to whoever played the best, and of course, it's just been up and down as a couple Swedes here trying to collaborate. That's Jacob Delarose and Max Freeberg, Gabriel Dumont there trying to battle Chris Summers in the final moments of the second period. 40 seconds remaining. Hartford with a 2-0 lead. Joel Hanley laying one off the end glass. Dumont battling hard along the end boards. What else is new? And now it's played out to center, and Hanley has it there. Wolfpack won both games against the Ice Caps at the XL Center down in Soap, Connecticut earlier this season. Prior to this season, St. John's had won 8 straight games in Hartford during 4 years as the AHL affiliate of the Winnipeg Jets here in St. John's. That was a long time ago. Shots 10 apiece, 18-17 Ice Caps. Nobody's been on the manpower advantage as Brett Iverson lets both teams play here this evening. Second intermission coming up next on the Ice Caps Live Broadcast Network.
Tonight and tomorrow night, our St. John's Ice Caps want to finish the season saluting you, the fans. It's Fan Appreciation Weekend. You can win a barbecue courtesy of Home Depot. Plus, we'll be giving away Royal Newfoundland Regiment and Patty State jerseys, Ice Caps prize packs, including autographed sticks, photos, and other Ice Caps gear. Plus, vote for your favorite player as you help decide the Fans' Choice Award. And the Ice Caps face the Hartford Wolfpack. For more information and tickets, check out stjohnsIcecaps.com. Eastern Audio's journey began in 1973 as a one-man operation with a vision for a better way to do business. The idea was to combine leading-edge technology with a strong focus on customer service, believing that the better we understand our clients, the better we can perform alongside them. Today, we have generations of unmatched creativity and superior service that has earned us the trust of clients both nationally and locally. At Eastern Audio, your vision is our reality.
Johnson Insurance has been here for over 130 years, so we know here. We know about the friendly highs and hellos, and we know how welcoming everyone is. Oh, hey, we know that there's always, Steve, how you been? Someone you know just around the corner. Marie, good to see ya. Corner. Hello, and we know that this is just how we are, no matter who we are. Hey, Frank. Yes, we know about all this because this is our home, too. Johnson, with you for over 130 years.
Newfoundland and Labrador, it's your turn for travel. For a limited time on specially marked cases of Coors Light and Molson Canadian, you can win a travel voucher valued up to $10,000. Here's how you win. Turn your Coors Light or Canadian cap and collect all 4 travel symbols. Or win instantly when you find the airplane under the cap. Over 200 prizes to be won, and the contest is exclusive to Newfoundland and Labrador. So, where would you go? A sunny destination? A fun weekend of skiing in Banff? Or maybe take a chance in Vegas? Get in on the winning today. Must be legal drinking age. No purchase necessary. For contest details, call 1-800-BOLSON-1.
Second intermission from the Bobco Media Center on this Friday night with St. John's rookie forward Jeremiah Addison. Jeremiah, thank you for taking time to join us on our broadcast. I got to ask you, after making your pro debut last weekend here at Mile 1 with the Ice Caps against Utica, how'd you feel?
I felt great. It was a fast game. I know once I got a couple hits in and to be able to get in the game, I really started to enjoy myself, and it was fun, and I'm excited for this weekend's game.
Good stuff. You had a helper in your first pro game, too. I'm sure you didn't put too much pressure on yourself about having to score or set them up, but it's always nice when you do. You made a great read, and Jeremy Gregoire was right there to receive a lovely pass and bury it. Special feeling?
Yeah, it was a special feeling. Get your first pro point, but no pressure. Just trying to go out there and play my game, and if I'm able to get a point, that's fortunate.
So when you first got the call to sign the ATO with St. John's, what was your initial reaction? What was the feeling going through you?
It was excitement and nervous, right? I'm coming up here to play with big boys, so it's a little nervous, but at the same time I'm excited. I'm learning lots, and I just want to keep going.
Did you have any idea where you were coming to? I know you've been in the nation's capital playing with Ottawa, Saginaw. Prior to that, you're from Brampton, Ontario. Did you know where you were coming?
No, I didn't know where I was coming, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm just taking it a day at a time.
It's funny that a lot of Canadian kids say the same thing. They have no idea where Newfoundland and Labrador is. That blows me away, because I always thought you guys took geography in school.
We did take geography. That's true. I didn't know where Newfoundland and Labrador was, but I didn't know exactly what I was getting myself into. But I'm happy that I'm here, and I'm enjoying it.
Well, that's good, man, and you owned up too, and I love that. That talks about your character there. Describe yourself as a player, Jeremiah.
Power forward, good in my own zone, physical, and winning battles down low, and good in the D zone, good block shots and play on the PK.
Yeah. When you were a youngster, can you recall the first time that you actually got a hockey stick in your hand, maybe had gloves or maybe mittens or had skates on? Can you recall that? Is it vivid for you?
Not exactly, but I know I started skating young. I didn't start playing hockey till a little older, like 7 or 8, but I started skating when I was like 4 or 5, and I enjoyed it and have gone from there.
Yeah. So did you, growing up in Brampton, obviously, did you play in the Brampton minors system, or was it the GTHL? I know the Greater Toronto Hockey League, where a lot of teams are represented.
I did both. I played in Brampton, I played in Halton, all in that OMHA area, and then I also played in the GTHL growing up, so a little bit of both, and it's a great system in Brampton, so a lot of good hockey players come out of there.
When you first got to the OHL, was it then set in your mind and in your heart that this is what you wanted to do?
Yeah, once I got to the OHL, I said, you know what, I need to move forward. So I focused and buckled down, and I'm just trying to keep moving forward.
Yeah. Obviously, a big step from the Ontario Hockey League, part of the CHL, to turn pro. What were the first couple things that really caught your eye or made you aware that, hey, I'm in the pros now?
It's thinking. Everybody thinks quicker. Everybody moves quicker. Everybody does things quicker, right? So I think my first practice here, I needed to think. I needed to move. You got to keep going, and everyone's doing that constantly, right? So you just got to be able to read off it, and as I go on, I seem to be getting better at that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. When you first came into the room, were you a little nervous? Were you familiar with anybody whatsoever?
Yeah, I know McCarron, playing against him in the O for a couple of years, and then just met some of the guys like Borky and Audette. So these guys are around the same age as me, so just getting to know these guys and be able to talk to them, and guys going through the same thing as me. So yeah,
that was pretty cool. 3 of you a week ago on Saturday, stepping into the lineup and playing your first pro game. You guys won in overtime when Morgan Ellis scored a 2:22 into the extra session with the frantic 3-on-3 going on. How did that feel for you?
It felt good, right? First pro game, to be able to get a win under my belt. I think that's a good feeling, right? Nobody wants to be a loser, so.
Yeah, and then you got to watch from afar in the Bobco Media Center on Sunday afternoon, a noisy building with lots of youngsters playing the marching bands and such going on, the music. How did you find the electricity in the building when you were watching and not playing?
It was great. I mean, I actually did play on Sunday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, excuse me. I'm sorry. That's me. I got a lot of brain cells gone.
No, I don't take it personal. But, no, the electric in the building is great. The atmosphere is awesome in this building. And since I've played 2 games here, I've really enjoyed it. And I just, it's awesome. Like, it's something that you never forget playing your first game. And to be able to play it in St. John's is a great feeling.
That's a good response. Thank you very much. It was Simone Bork that I had talked to prior to that played the first night and did in the second night. 7 goals in 1 game. You're playing with Bud Holloway and also with Daniel Audette. What was it like playing with Bud? Now, Bud set the franchise record. You were on the ice with him. He had a couple of helpers and eclipsed Jason Jaffrey's old mark.
He's a good hockey player. Protects the puck well, sees the ice well, and I'm just trying to read off him and take notes when he comes off and gives me little hints here and there. And, I'm just trying to continuously learning, right? Learning by watching, learning by playing. So, it's a game and got to keep going.
Was it electric for you to see the style of the goals that was scored in that 7-1 win? There was some beautiful passing, some big-time hard shots, netting being bagged, lovely, the crowd roaring?
Yeah, they're pro goals, right? People going to the net, people shooting the puck hard, and those are good goals, and that's it.
Jeremiah, thank you so much for joining us on our broadcast. Continued success as a young pro, and I guess the sky's the limit. Obviously, you're looking forward to the fall. You'll work out hard, I'm sure, over the summer and get ready and hopefully to sign with this team and maybe be here next year.
Yeah, that's the goal from here, and thank you for having me.
There's Jeremiah Addison, a very well-spoken young man from Brampton, Ontario, finishing up his junior career with the Ottawa 67s. National Hockey League Stanley Cup playoffs continuing on four fronts tonight. In Tampa Bay, it's Detroit and the hometown Lightning scoreless with about 7.5 minutes left to play in the first period. Tampa Bay have a 1-0 lead in that series. The New York Islanders are in Sunrise, Florida to take on the Panthers. That starts at 9 Island time, 8:30 in most parts of Labrador. Islanders winning last night 5-4. Big night for John Tavares, who was terrific, a goal and 2 assists. Chicago is in St. Louis. That one will start at 9:30 Island time, 8:30 in most parts of Labrador. The Blues winning the first game of that series on a fluke by David Backes in overtime, 1-0. Who would have thunk it? And then Nashville is at Anaheim. That's a midnight start on the island, 11:30 in most parts of Labrador. And for my money, I see the Anaheim Ducks as a huge threat to win the Stanley Cup under my good friend Bruce Boudreau. They've been close before, but no cigar. This might be the Ducks' year. Who knows who's going to come out of the East? Probably Washington, maybe Pittsburgh. I think it's a toss-up between those two teams, but for my money, and I'm not a gambler, I like to play in the hockey pools. Anaheim has got a heck of a team. So does Chicago and L.A., but don't discount St. Louis, and who knows if Roberto Luongo plays like he did last night. And I didn't realize that his NHL Stanley Cup playoff record was so crummy, 0-7. He got lit up last night. He didn't make any timely saves for the Florida Panthers. Well, that could be over pretty quick. Timeout here from the Bob Cole Media Center. Ryan Graves, rookie defenseman for the Hartford Wolfpack of the Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, joins us next on the Ice Caps Live Broadcast Network.
With Rogers Ignite, you get proven reliable internet speeds, unlimited usage, and the fastest Wi-Fi technology. You get to discover TV shows, sports, and movies you'll love. You get a home phone with unlimited North American calling and 6 features. And with so many options to choose from, Rogers has the right bundle to meet your family's unique needs. Switch to a Rogers Ignite fixed price bundle with unlimited usage and guaranteed pricing for 3 years for only $99.99 a month. Call 1-888-ROGERS-1 today.
Tonight and tomorrow night, our St. John's Ice Caps want to finish the season saluting you, the fans. It's Fan Appreciation Weekend. You can win a barbecue courtesy of Home Depot. Plus, we'll be giving away Royal Newfoundland Regiment and Patty's Day jerseys, Ice Caps prize packs, including autographed sticks, photos, and other Ice Caps gear. Plus, vote for your favorite player as you help decide the Fans' Choice Award. And the Ice Caps face the Hartford Wolfpack. For more information and tickets, check out stjohnsIcecaps.com.
Newfoundland and Labrador, it's your turn for travel. For a limited time on specially marked cases of Coors Light and Molson Canadian, you can win a travel voucher valued up to $10,000. Here's how you win. Turn your Coors Light or Canadian cap and collect all 4 travel symbols. Or win instantly when you find the airplane under the cap. Over 200 prizes to be won, and the contest is exclusive to Newfoundland and Labrador. So, where would you go? A sunny destination? A fun weekend of skiing in Banff? Or maybe take a chance in Vegas? Get in on the winning today. Must be legal drinking age. No purchase necessary. For contest details, call 1-800-BOLSON-1.
What's red, white, and blue?
Pepsi.
Yes, but what's also red, white, and blue?
The new St. John's Ice Caps.
Pepsi and Diet Pepsi are proud to be the official soft drink of the St. John's Ice Caps. Pick up your collector 12-packs, cans, or 2 liters with the St. John's Ice Caps logo now in store. Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, and the St. John's Ice Caps. We stand together.
Back here at the Bob Cole Media Center with the proud of Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, Ryan Graves. And Ryan, thanks for taking time to join us on our broadcast. Welcome to Newfoundland and Labrador. You're a good maritime boy, so this is going to be a nice trip for you to come in here and get a taste of what it's like here on the Rock.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this trip all year. So as close to home as it's going to get for me, so I'm looking forward to these 2 games.
Any family coming over for the 2 games set this weekend at all?
No, it's a little far for them to fly over from Nova Scotia, but I got a bunch of buddies that I played with in junior and stuff that are coming to the games, and we're here for a couple days, so I'm going to do a little sightseeing with them and go to dinner and stuff like that.
Awesome stuff, and I'm sure that Luke Adam has told you all about his hometown, because I know he's fired up for these last 2 games, and Ryan, they're huge games for your team.
Yeah, they're big games for us, a lot of fun. I mean, there's nothing better than that. I mean, everyone's excited to come here to Newfoundland. Montreal's got a great team, and it's going to be good games.
That's a nice setup for you, too, here. The weather has been outstanding, and hopefully it'll continue that weekend, but I know you're not thinking about that right now. You guys have got a task at hand trying to reach the Calder Cup playoffs. Just wondering, in your rookie campaign, you had a successful career in the Q. Walk us through where you started. On Yarmouth, that's the gateway to New England. Of course, I've been there many a time, getting ready to go over to Boston and such. But tell me about it when you first started playing this great game.
I played all the way up in minor hockey through Yarmouth. I started when I was like 3 or 4 years old, and I played all my minor hockey up through, played some spring hockey all around in PEI and Halifax and a little bit in Cape Breton. And then I played on midget hockey in South Shore and Bridgewater. And when I was 16, I was drafted to PEI, which was very fortunate for me. It was pretty close to home. So that became like a second home to me as well. I spend my summers there now, and I played there for 2.5 seasons. And then I got traded to Val-d'Or, and I was lucky to win a league championship there. And then the next year I got traded to Quebec, and we hosted the Memorial Cup. So that's where it brought me here. But I've been very fortunate along my way, and I've had a lot of fun, made a lot of friends doing it.
Good stuff. That's awesome stuff. And I'll tell you, those small steps mean so much, too, to pave the way for you as a pro. What's the biggest changes? What are the lessons you like learning, like graduating from the Q, then coming to the American Hockey League, just one step from the National Hockey League?
Yeah, it's definitely it's a life adjustment. I mean, it's my first year living on my own, and guys are older. It's a little bit different. The hockey's better. Everyone's bigger. Everyone's faster. So, I mean, there's a few adjustments you need to make, but I mean, the older guys help you out with it, and the learning curve at first, but you just got to adjust and kind of go with it. But it's been fun, and it's been a fun experience for me.
Yeah. What about the cooking aspect that a lot of young players need to get a grasp on in this day and age? I know that the Habs have nutritionists that came down from Montreal and took guys out to Dominion or Sobeys to shop for groceries and teach them to prepare food and to eat properly. Is that part of your mainstay as well?
Yeah, we have a nutritionist as well. That helps us out a little bit. But I live with another guy on the team, and he's played a couple years pro before, so he was a little bit better in the kitchen than I am. So he helped me out at first and taught me how to make some things, and then as time went on, I started trying to do it myself, and I'm definitely no master chef, but I can get by.
Well, you must have a staple of fish and protein in your dietary stuff.
Yeah, so a lot of fish and a lot of steak.
Good for you. I was hoping you were going to say fish. We are, Blue Noses after all here in Newfoundland and Labrador as well. Ryan, you went to the AHL All-Star Classic. Congratulations for being selected to play in that, and you won the hardest shot competition. Tell me what it's been like as you grow into being a pro. Where that boomer of a shot came from?
That was a good experience. I mean, the new format with the skills competition one day, then the 3-on-3 the next day, made it a lot of fun for players, and I enjoyed the whole weekend. I don't know, just working on your shot as a kid. Growing up in Yarmouth, not a lot to do, so I guess me and my buddies would come over and we just shoot pucks in the driveway or spend a lot of time just shooting around.
Yeah, you know what? Growing up in the Fairview Clayton Park area, we always were at hockey. We were like, hockey was like a sport you played like 12 months of the year. If you weren't playing ball hockey or street hockey, you were on the ponds or actually playing with your team in the various arenas around. Was that more or the same for you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in the summertime, you're always playing ball hockey as soon as school ends. You come home, meet up with your buddies down the street, and you play a little game, or in the winter, pond or something like that.
Visit www.stjohnsIcecaps.com to view the rest